New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg says he knows people are worried about privacy, but when you're facing terror, too bad.
Our laws and our interpretation of the Constitution, I think, have to change.
So do we have to give up our constitutional freedoms to stay safe?
Let's ask Judge Andrew Napolitano. Judge, you agree with Bloomberg, right?
Oh gosh, you know I'm chuckling because you and I did this every day when we had Brian and the judge. No, the mayor is profoundly wrong. The whole essence of humanity and the reason America is a great place is because the government respects human freedom. It's the job of the government to keep us free and safe. If it keeps us safe but not free, it's not doing its job. And that goes for him. It goes for the President of the United States. It goes for the mayor of Boston.
So what he's talking about, I think, is increasing surveillance cameras, and you believe that that is, an imposition on personal freedoms because you think it's a slippery slope.
I do. If it were up to Mayor Bloomberg, surveillance cameras, and I'm suggesting this, I haven't heard him say it, would be inside as well as outside. A very famous radio voice agrees with me on this.
You mean Rush Limbaugh? Let's listen.
And by the way, when you trade your freedom for temporary security, when you're not in charge of your security, when you have no control over your security, when you have no control over your economic circumstances, what kind of a thin thread are you hanging by? You're depending on the performance of other people that don't even know you. Politicians in a distant capital who on a whim could cancel whatever program that you depend on.
That is so profound, it could have been uttered at the time of the American Revolution. The debate between liberty and security is the essence of America. The default position is liberty. That's why we're a great place.
The big concern is people using our freedom to use it for dastardly reasons that end up killing us.
I understand that. And the problem is when the government takes freedom away from decent people like us, these monsters don't care if they're on a camera. They knew the cameras were there, and they did it anyway.
You know what? If there are cameras everywhere, just don't ever be naked. I mean, that's my philosophy.
Smile for the camera.
That is the thesis of this segment.
Only you could end this by saying
Suddenly I feel bad I'm clothed. Judge, great to see you.
Have a great
good
day, guys. Brian, keep your clothes on.
For now.